Hello everyone and welcome back to some more K-pop news. In today's video, I have news on how the arrest warrant that was filed by the police for HYUK has not been rejected. Also, I have news on how a bunch of lawyers have not left ADOR side in their lawsuit against Danielle. Also, on top of that, I have a whole bunch of news like that as well. So with all that being said, let's get straight right into the video right now. In my last video, I talked about and said on how the police request for an arrest warrant for HYUK is most likely going to get rejected, and it seems that I was right because immediately after I made that video, it was announced by the prosecution that they have not rejected the police request for an arrest warrant for HYUK because they said that there was not enough evidence to prove that what he did is warranted for an arrest warrant for him. And it seems that right after this had been announced, it was announced right away that the police have now tried to apply for another arrest warrant on High Chairman named HYUK. Now look, here's my thoughts about this news right here. First off, I'm very confused on why the arrest warrant for HYUK got denied the first time, when every time I read the news that there is so much evidence to prove what he did was wrong. That is why I'm hoping, and that is why I'm happy to hear that the police have now applied for another arrest warrant for him, and I'm hoping at this time I'm hoping that the arrest warrant does go through, and I'm hoping that HYUK does get arrested for his crimes that he committed inside of Korea. For the next news that I have for you today is that 5 lawyers from ADOR's legal team have now resigned because it says right here. 5 individuals from ADOR's legal team against New Jeans Danielle have submitted resignation letters from the case. The 5 individuals are reportedly a part of Kim and Chang's Korea's premier law firm and one of Asia's largest law firms with a record of a kind. Now look, I have one question about this. How come 5 lawyers have not left ADOR's legal team? I've only one guess about this. Maybe the reason or why they left is because they already knew that ADOR was going to lose this lawsuit, and so because that, they have now decided to leave and decide to do better things with their own time, knowing that ADOR was going to lose because they knew that this company did not have enough evidence to prove what Danielle did was wrong. But let me know down in the comment section down below. Why do you think 5 lawyers from ADOR's legal team have now left? While we are talking about this lawsuit against Danielle and ADOR, it was announced that the court has now approved a provisional seizure that was applied by ADOR and filed by ADOR. And the reason why I said that is because it says right here. The court has now approved of provisional seizures totaling about 7 billion Korean won on properties owned by Minnie Jin and 5 billion Korean won also owned by Minnie Jin and Danielle's mother's 2 billion Korean won. And it says right here also that this includes apartments, villas, and even an office. And finally, that those assets can't be sold or used while the case is ongoing. Now look, here's my thoughts about this. First off, by ADOR doing this proves that they're trying ways to figure out on how to make sure that Danielle pays back all the punishment, and that they are trying to punish Danielle by punishing her family and by punishing former ADOR CEO named Minnie Jin, because they cannot find any other evidence and any other way to prove what Danielle did was wrong. Also, on top of that, I feel like by them doing this means that all this time, that instead of focusing on the lawsuit, ADOR was focusing on how to harm the other people that they filed a lawsuit against, and this includes Danielle's mother and Minnie Jin. But let me know down in the comment section down below. How do you feel about ADOR filing a provisional seizure against these 2 people? For the next news that I have for you today is that after Lucas became a soloist under SM in 2023 after he left NCT, it was announced that 3 years after that he has now decided not to renew his exclusive contract with them at all. I'm very sad to hear that he has not decided to leave SM as a whole, and I'm hoping and I'm wishing him the best luck in the next step for his career, and I'm very excited to find out on what company that he is now going to be joining next. For the final news that I have for you today is that after 3 months of Twice DAHYUN going on a break due to her injury in her ankle, it was finally announced that she can come back to the group and perform alongside Twice. However, the only downside to this is that she is going to have to sit down to perform since her ankle injury has recovered a lot, but her ankle injury has not gotten to the point where it has been fully healed yet. I'm so happy to hear that Twice DAHYUN has now finally come back from her injury, and I'm hoping and I'm so excited to see her on stage once again alongside the rest of the members. But thank you so much as always for watching my K-pop news video, and don't forget as always to like, comment, and to also subscribe down below for more K-pop news like this one. Anyways, that's it for today, and I will see y'all next time. Bye!